Hi friends, it's Karynjean. Welcome back to the studio today. It is Sunday, July 16th. It's 2:15 in the afternoon, and I'm actually going to take a break from the Daily Junk Journal July challenge. Today is maximalism, which is perfectly fine, but I'm just going to take a break, maybe for a couple days, and then I'll catch it up later on in the week. I've been losing subscribers lately, and I think it might be because I've been doing that to the whatever of all others or something. So, and besides, I need a break, and let's do something more fun. I still have the finishing touches on the Shabby Dabby Doodah journal to do. I've been working on that off camera as well. But I'm going to show you these things. Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah recently. Oh, I still need to order the twine for this. I'll link her video down below. I'm sure you guys have already seen it, where I think she's calling these double pocket document folders, I think. And this was and I'll link hers below. This is the first one I did. Where's the end to it? It's here somewhere. I used some double-sided paper, right? And this is also cardstock. I glued it down. I didn't like the way it was gluing, so then I just started sewing them. And then I actually did a mass make of them, and I will show them to you here. This is another one I did out of it. No, that's not the one. I mean, I've done all these, obviously. I'm looking for the one. And I did this one out of a scrap piece of paper as well. So this one is smaller. And I've done mine a little bit differently than she has done hers. After doing a couple of them, I figured out what worked best for me. So I would get the piece of paper, and maybe we'll do another one. I would score it where I wanted it scored. I took book page, and instead of cutting off this piece of paper, because these are 12 by 12, but you could use 8.5 by 11, and that will work just as well. I put the brad down, doubled up the circle to make it a little bit thicker, put the brad in, and then I covered it with this piece here. I did the same here, except I just covered it with the larger circle underneath. So I put the closures on before I put it together, just to make life easier for me. Okay, that's what I did with these. And then these guys here, I have this pack of 12 by 12 Tim Holtz, which I have not really used because these are not my colors, it's not my style, it's not my everything. And don't ask me even why I have it. Probably because I got it at Tuesday morning, maybe? I do not know. I am going to take, I have used this in a journal. I'm going to take a couple out. So what I did was I took a piece of 12 by 12 with the colors that I kind of liked, and I figured out how to do it. I would, like this one, I would do this way so that when you opened it up, this would be right side up kind of thing, right? Type thing. So, I mean, these are so dark. Well, that's purple, but it's also dark. I'll do another one out of that one, just to show you guys what I was doing. Right, just to show you what I was doing. And then I was also looking at, it popped up in my feed. I don't remember the creator. She was making an accordion fold just out of a few pieces of 6x6 cardstock. And so like I'm thinking, well, I made these double pocket things out of this paper, so I might as well also do, you know, let's pull out some of the 6x6 of this, and we could put these as inserts. And then either I can use them in a journal, probably not, or just send them as Happy Mail, which is probably what I'm going to do, because this is just not my style. These are all 12 by 12s. Oh, here's a 6x6. See, it's so dark. But I'll pull that one out oh, well, maybe I want this one. These are a little bit brighter. All right, I'll just pull those out. I'll put these away. Let's put these away. And this is just different size bits and bobs of different sizes. Now this, these are 2 by 2s, but you could certainly cut them out 6 by 6 if you wanted to, right? That would certainly make something interesting. So let's pull that one out. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I also pulled out some of my friends that I haven't played with in a while, like this beautiful, right? That is very, very pretty. Not this one because it's white. This here is antique. This is white. So I don't know. I think I want to play with some of my old friends too. So, okay. So let's get this party started. Whoops. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry about that. Trying to get this stuff put it back away. All right. Let me just plop it down on the ground here next to me. All right, so let me put things are encroaching already. Let me put those aside. Let me put that aside. These I'll put back. Don't think I'm going to do anything with those. All right, so, and these are the ones that I use the 12 by 12 paper on. Now, I want to get a thinner twine because a lot of my twine is thick. I do have a thin one, like that purple one. I think that's a lawn fawn twine. And I want to get it either black, probably black. I have black twine, baker's twine, but it's heavy again. Black or maybe brown, right? Maybe a brown to go with these. This one, you can tell I kind of messed up there a little bit. But if something's in that pocket, and see it's a little crooked too, so. And I'm not going to rip out the stitches and redo it. I'm just not. And so this one is the alphabet paper. And it has that greenish background. This is the music sheet, which goes in all different directions with actually rather kind of like a vintage photo background. This one, and what I did was to make the circles, I just used the extra piece of the actual paper to make the circles. See, like this is the alphabet, so I did that and did this. So this one is the tape measures, right? So that's that. Also, we could put pockets on the back of these. This one is very pretty blue. See, I scored it in the wrong spot. But, you know, put a pocket on the back of it, which is what I think I'm probably going to do. This is different book page. And, you know, you can also do this on your own. Like if you have a bunch of book page or whatever, you can get a sheet of, well, you don't have to do 12 by 12 because you're going to be cutting it down, but like 8.5 by 11 or whatever your standard size paper is, collage on top of it. And then you can put that on, I would put it on a little bit of I wouldn't collage on regular weight paper is what I'm trying to say. I would collage it on a little bit of a heavier paper. Like if you have a single-sided cardstock printed paper that's only single-sided, you can collage on the plain side and then use the whatever the picture is. You know, you could do that too. You know, I'm just trying to get through some of my stuff that I don't use, basically, is what I'm doing here. So there, and that's that one. Now I'm going to put these aside, and they're all pretty much the same size. They are, oh gosh, ouch, my shoulder. 8 inches. They're about 8 inches by not quite, well, these are different widths too. So the widest, this is the widest. The widest one is, oops, hello, 5.5, just under 5.5 inches. So it will fit in a journal, right? Some of these are more narrow, like this is like 4 3/4. So they're all different sizes. So you can make it whatever size you want, which is also the beauty of that. So I'm just going to place those aside. Place that one up, place. Okay, so I was going to show you, again, I'm going to link her video. But I will also make one to show you. So out of this one, and do I want this on the inside or the outside? That's something to consider. Now, if I put it on, the thing to remember is if I put it on the outside, this and this are going to be upside down, unless I do it this way, this and this, to make them right side up, but then the back is going to be upside down. So that is something you need to consider when you're making yours. Again, if you're going to put a pocket on the back of it, it might not matter because you're not going to see that much of it, right? Because if you put a pocket on the back of it, you might, well, I don't know how deep of a pocket you're going to, well, you're going to see at least half of it, probably, depending upon how big your pocket is. I don't know. What do I know? You can also, I don't know. You do you. You do you. So because of this, I am going to make this the inside and we'll have that the outside. And then again, we can tone it down by putting pockets on it and stuff. So we want to make this way. We want to make it about 8 inches. I don't want it any more than that. So I need to take 4 inches off of it this way. And if I'm taking 4 inches off of it this way, I won't take it over to the large rotary because I don't feel like getting up. So I am just going to mark it with, what is this? Jelly roll. Mark it with a white jelly roll. What do I care? There. You know, and if you are looking for a white pen to use to, like in your journals or whatever, I have tried all different kinds of white pens. I think I like the jelly rolls the best because I like jelly roll pens. I like how they shine. But you can also get, let me see, I think one of them is downstairs. Hold on. Anyway, I can't find it. But whiteout makes a pen form of whiteout, and they come, I think, 2 to package. You can get a whiteout pen, is what I was trying to say. You can get a whiteout pen. All right. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to trim this right here. Okay, so, and then we'll use this to make the, to make the things. So this is now 12 inches. If I do, I don't actually remember how I figured this out. I don't think I did, quite honestly. I just kind of went with it. Let me move my stuff. So I think I did maybe 3 inches. 3 inches. I don't know. If I did wrong way. If I did 3 inches, right? And then I'm going to put like another ½ inch of book page or so there. So then I don't want it more than, I want it between, I don't want it 5 1/2. So like 5 or 5 1/4. I'll do 5 1/4, right? Boom. And I'll fold it down there like that. And then this is, and I do want a bit of an overlap. And I can't do math, so it's just easier for me to do it this way. That right there is a 1 1/2 inch overlap, which isn't all that big, but we will score it down in the middle of that. So we're going to score it at 3/4 so that I can then do that with it, right? And that's what it's going to be for me. Now, before I put it together, I'm just going to glue that down. That is not going to flip over enough to cover the back of the brad. So I'm getting out my pointy tool and I'm getting out my brads. Now these brads, actually I have 2 different kinds of brads in here. I have these kind of brads, which are little hook things, right? And I've never put one of those on. I've never put one of those on, but we could. Why don't we do that just to see how that works? Okay, I'm going to get out a plain brad. I'm going to get out 2 plain brads because I'm having an idea here. I'm having an idea here. This is my idea. All right, so if we put this brad here with that hook, this one down here is going to be for that thing. But if I'm going to put a pocket back here, I can put another circle here, and the twine can come here and wrap around the back pocket as well. So we need 3 of these. If that's what I'm thinking of doing, I want 3 of these. I am going to make them 1.5 inches or not. Well, let's take a look and see if I want them to be 1.5 inches, or do I want them to be this smaller size. Let's make them this size. Simply because it breaks up the darkness a little bit, right? Okay, so first thing is we need to put this one here. Whoops. Okay, let me just snap out 3 more so I can double them up to give them. And then I also need 2 more. One. No, I need 3 more. Okay. Okay. I need 2 for the top and 1 for the underneath. That's what I'm trying to say. 2 for the top and 1 for the underneath. Now, which of the 3 that we want to have showing? I like this one, this one. Maybe we'll just stick with these. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to glue some of them together, right? Yes, I am. So that one and that one are getting glued together. Let me get a piece of paper towel. Oh, gracious. How's everybody doing today? Did I ask you already? Probably not. I've just been going straight into it, haven't I? Yes, I have. I'm also going to ink edges just to get rid of whatever white core might be showing. So let's see. I don't know. Let's go for a color. What is this? Wilted violet. Don't know if anything's on it or not. Usually. What I found, and I think I've mentioned this before, is that even though I might not use my Distress Oxides as much because I have a lot of different colors, because they're a combination, if I'm correct, they're a combination of inks, the daubers stay. I mean, when was the last time I used Wilted Violet, for heaven's sakes? I don't know. But there's enough ink on this here dauber to do what I need for it to do right here. The Simon Hurley's, luckily I do have the Simon Hurley reinkers. The Distress Oxides dry back into like a chalky finish. Simon Hurley's do not dry back like that, although they are water reactive, so you can get like different effects and stuff. But I find out that the Simon Hurley's they dry out a lot faster. The daubers anyway. I don't know about the pads, but the daubers dry out a heck of a lot faster than the Distress Oxides do. Okay, so I was going to plop this down. All right, let me take care of this first. Throw some glue there. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Right about there. I'm just gonna plop a hole in it. Lovely. And I just find it easier to do it this way. What Tina was doing is after she put it together, she would then just glue it down to the front. She wouldn't, where's my hole? There it is. Do I need to make it bigger? She wouldn't do this. She wouldn't take it all the way through. She would like put this down and then put another piece on the back of it and then glue that down to the, there it is, to the front, which is perfectly fine, you know, whatever, you know, do however you want to do it. I prefer to do it this way because I just prefer to do it this way. And we're going to push down on that to make sure, bingo bango. And then I'm just going to take this, make sure it's all around, and just, because I don't want that pulling up, and I don't plan on putting any micropore or washi or anything over it to prevent, you know, usually how I do to get rid of the ridge, to prevent issues when you're slipping papers in and out and stuff. So there's that one. Now this one, we'll place this one right there, right there. And this one, we're gonna try this one. This might work, it might not work. If it doesn't work, we could just hang danglies or something from the hook, right? We could just hang something from it. Okay. Let's see if I can. There's the hole. There we go. And I want this one. Ugh. I want it like that. Ouch. Oh, shoot. No, I don't want it folded over yet. I need to poke it through. Honestly. Honestly, woman. There we go. I have it poked through. Do I not? I do. That it's not quite center. That's going to bother me, but perhaps not. Press it down. Open it up. Let's see how we got. I want this there. Right like that. Okay. Which one was going to be? Ooh, I don't remember. Okay. And this one I'm going to glue down the reverse side just for a little contrast. Yes, yes, yes. Right there. Let's make sure. Ah. Okay. Like so. And like so and like so. Not quite straight. Now, before we do anything else, I said a pocket on the back. And, oh, excuse me, itchy back, itchy back. We could do a pocket on the back with the book page. We also need to figure out a piece of book page for that. Oh, my sheet. Hold on a second. Ah. There. Straightening out the scrap papers beneath me. Well, this is just a piece of card stock in my scrap pile. We can certainly use that. I don't think it's not Tim Holt, but it certainly goes just fine. We can do that. How big is this? I'm thinking of making it making it self-gusseted. This is, what did I make this? Oh, this is 5.5, so this could be, oh gosh, well this is 5. If I take it down to 3.5, 3.5 is kind of deep for me, but that gives, all right, we're going to take this down 3.5, and this is what did I say, 5.5? I really need my smaller ruler. I have to pull that. This is 8. This is not quite 8. This is 8.5. If I take it in 1/2 inch on both sides, and if I do 1/2 inch, I want to make this 4 inches. 1/2 inch. I need to cut off. All right, I'm just going to cut off just like right along this line here. Or should I fold it under? Let's fold it under. It might make it a little too bulky, but let's fold it under. We're going to fold it under along right here, 4 inches, because we're going to make it, yep, there we go, because we're going to make it, yes, and then we're going to do 1/2 inch all around. 1/2 inch all around. Sorry, don't know if that's in frame or not. This is my bigger scoreboard, obviously. 1/2 inch all around. 1/2 inch all around. Okay. Now, we're going to flip it over, and we are going to cut the corners. We're cutting corners. Yes, we are. Cutting this corner too, because I don't want bulk. Okay. Now, this one is going to be folded under that way. So I'm going to use wet glue. I could use glue, double-sided adhesive tape, but this is right here to hand, so I'm using this. Ugh. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to fold this in. I'm going to fold this in. I'm going to fold this in because this is going to be the self-gusseting. And hopefully, yes, right like that. Now, right like that. What I said I wanted to do, I need another one of these. Did I lose one? I might have lost. Oh no, this one is already toothed. Now, do I want to do it that one, or do I want to do it this way? Ugh. Let's see. That one might be a bit much. Let's just do it this way. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to put it here. We're going to do this, thereabouts. Hopefully it's in the middle, more or less. Punch that through. Yeah, so obviously the way I'm doing it takes a little bit more planning, right? I am planning this because I am going to take it to the sewing machine, and it doesn't really matter, it's the inside of the pocket. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. Oh, I still have to get out the book page that I'm going to be using to sew everything down without gluing it. I might have to tack this down a little bit with glue just to make sure that it's, oops, hold on. No, that's right. This is the top. This is, oh, this way. Thank you very much. It's not, okay. I am going to tack this down with just a little bit of glue here. I don't necessarily want my sewing machine needle to be going through the glue, although my sewing machine, the sewing machine is a workhorse, and I have not had any problems with it whatsoever. So, okay, there we have that, there we have that. Now, I'm looking for the paper that I was going to use. I am tripping over things. Okay, I took this from the Barnes Foundation book. that I got for $3 at the library sale. Obviously, this is very pretty. The colors are very nice. It is too huge for me to use in anything, right? I can use bits and pieces of it. So I am going to use a bit and piece of it right now. I am going to cut it down. And when I put the piece in, I don't go all the way down. It doesn't need to be all the way down. I am going to cut off, let's say 3 inches. Oops, hold on. Let me get the straight edge. 3 inches here. Cut the baby's head in half. Whatevs. And how, now I can't, I need my regular ruler. It's not 8 inches. It is, I'm gonna mark it. There. Line it up. Here we go. Mark it right here. That's where I'm cutting it. Right there. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is fold this in half. Very simple. Just like that. Right? And I'm going to put it right there. Right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew down those 2 sides. And hopefully I'll sew it down enough that it'll catch the edge of this as well, although this is glued down. So that's in a little bit. Let's see what happens. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is first I stitched down just these 2 sides. And then I flipped it over because there's a difference between the stitching on the top stitch and the bobbin stitch. So maybe I need to adjust the tension a little bit. But then I did it this way. And if I had been really thinking before I had done that, I would have just stitched across the bottom here. I'm not going to do that now because it's going to seal it up at the bottom, and I don't want to do that. Here we have the 2 pockets that go all the way down. Right. Now let's see if this is going to work for me the way I want it to work for me. So let me go get some twine. Okay, I'm here again with, I think this is the Lawn Fawn. There's a different, one is Lawn Fawn and one is, these are the smaller, I don't know if you could see those. They're the smaller spools. One is Lawn Fawn and one is at the Dollar Tree. You can get 3 small spools in a package and those are thinner than the larger spools you get at the Dollar Tree. The larger spools, which are like cone shaped, the large ones, they're heavier, they're thicker twine. So I'm going to, I don't know, I'm just gonna, of course, way more than I need here, but let's see if this is going to work. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, fold it in half, and actually realizing that if I'm using this, I did not need to have that open there, but, well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I take that back. That is not true. Okay, so I'm just doing that, which is, I guess, I don't know, what do you call that? A slip knot or something? I don't know. Now, one of them is going to go here. This might not work. My brilliant idea. One of them's going to go here, right? And we're going to wrap it that way. Maybe we should wrap the one in the back first. We're going to wrap the one in the back first. We could just wrap it like that, or we can pull it up forward like that. I don't know. This might work, it might not work, but let's give it a go. And then the bottom one we're going to wrap, and it's going to go over that one, so that might be an issue. My great idea. Okay, so let's take that off. Hold on, bear with me just a second. This is us figuring this out as we go. So instead of doing it that way, we can use that to hang a dangly from. Let's take this off and let's just do what we would normally do and tie it underneath. And then I'm going to wrap it here too and tie it again, just for security purposes. Boom. Then this one wraps like this. Ugh, get up there. This one is going to wrap like this. Hello. And then this one is going to wrap like this, and we can pull it up here and wrap it like that. Which might be an issue, right? You would have to unwrap the one in order to get to the other. Well, maybe not. We could get to this one. This one could still be wrapped down. That one could still be wrapped down. I have glue on my finger. What else is new? This one can still be wrapped down like that. And then this one will go like this. All right, I'm going to put a knot in the edge, just to keep it from fraying. Cut it off. Let's put a knot down here somewhere, keep it from fraying, and cut that off. Okay, so that's another way to make them. Again, there are a gazillion different ways you can make these, right? But this was Tina's weekly mass make, I think 191, which is a repeat of 91. The double pocket document folder. Okay, now, so we've done that. Yay us, we've done that. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that aside with all the others. Hi there everyone. I was going to make this into one video, but I decided that it needs to be 2 videos simply because of the length. So part 2 of this video is going to be an insert, an accordion insert that we can put into these document folders. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. This is Karynjean. Take your imagination out for a wild ride. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.